up there. There we go. We're live.
There we go. Sorry, we still are, I guess. We were practicing pivoting. So.
Yeah. Well, we ran out of juice on our laptop, so we stopped the broadcast. Sorry about that.
By the way, there's a good YouTube funny video on running out of juice. It's called "My BlackBerry Isn't Working." I recommend it. Go check it out. So
I'm glad you said BlackBerry and not iPhone. I don't know why.
I know. Yeah. It's a little dated. Yeah. So we're sorry we ran out of juice for a second. We were just about wrapping up, so you'll be rid of us in a minute. We were previewing next week a little bit, Mark, and next week is I think one of the ones that we're most excited about. A term that Mark has coined here is called building a life portfolio. So maybe give them a little preview of that, Mark.
Well, it's actually interesting because we talked a lot about the CV and we talked about LinkedIn. But building life portfolio is a little bit bigger than that. Building life portfolio is just making sure that all the elements, all the supporting components of your life are consciously balanced or unbalanced, hopefully balanced. But things like your work, your financial security, your physical life, your mental and spiritual health, your intellectual health. We tend to focus primarily on work life, but for the most part it's really creating a life that is building, is growing, is meaningful, and is relevant to you and to others and to the world. And that portfolio is both a kind of a snapshot of where you are and also is kind of the initial starting point for developing a roadmap to get to future destinations. Again, snapshot, roadmap, help us get us to our destination where we want to be in our lives.
Yeah, and I think one of the things you'll notice when you watch is that if one of those components of the pie, of the snapshot, are out of alignment, it starts to affect all. So it's very difficult to say, well, I've got my life in order except for my personal relationships are a mess. Well, those things are going to slop over and affect everything. So we don't want you to go into this module thinking you have to be perfect, but remember that they're all interrelated.
No, and it's an awareness tool. Sometimes you might consciously make a decision that you want to put one off for a period of time or point in time. But the reality is, in my opinion, that if one of the musical instruments in your life is out of tune, the band is not going to sound very good, or the orchestra is not going to sound very good.
Yeah.
So you want to try to keep.
Are you Mr. Metaphor today?
Oh man, I'm Mark the Metaphor.
Mark the Metaphor. All right, I think we better stop talking because we're getting weird.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Please continue to watch. Tune into Life Portfolio, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Paul.